guys, welcome to my first ever unscripted video. I'm hoping to do a very candid review on how my first year of Cambridge went, and also to answer a few questions on why I haven't been posting very regularly throughout my uni. Lent term started with a mock exam. That was right after I uploaded my Study With Me YouTube video because I was genuinely studying for a mock exam. It was challenging because I didn't realize how much content was packed into Michaelmas term, that even after spending a very good portion of my winter break studying for it, I still felt super unprepared. Even with so much holidays, it's actually not a lot of time to study properly for every single topic. And then Lent term actually began. I went overboard with my extracurriculars. I signed up for 3 Cambridge shows in a single month. The first was in week 1, second was in week 2, and the third was in week 4. So there was like almost no break between these 3 shows. At the time, we were still very close to the start of 2025. All the New Year's resolutions I set at the start of the year, where I would, stay on top of my academics, go for all my lectures, do all my supervision work on time, self-study, blah blah, all that. And on top of that, be involved in Cambridge Theatre, have a social life, wake up early to read my Bible for 30 minutes a day, exercise every single day, read before I sleep every day, and upload YouTube videos every single week. So that was a lot. I genuinely thought I could manage. I was really trying my best to do every single thing that I said I would do. Except I couldn't really do it. Some things just had to take the back seat, and YouTube unfortunately was one of those. Sleep undoubtedly was another of those where I would sacrifice my sleep just to do what I needed to do. Going for lectures every day from Monday to Saturday, going for labs, and I was still trying to meet up with my friends every week so that I have a life outside of academics, and trying to do my supervision work, which can take a very long time because essay writing not my strong suit. So sometimes I take like 3-4 hours on a single essay. I usually write essays past 12 a.m. It's really bad. Fast forward to the end of my last show in week 4. That was kind of the turning point where everything kind of just snapped. For the entire month where I was doing shows, my schedule was packed to the brim. There was literally no room, like no wiggle room to shift things around. I genuinely had to go for my 9 a.m. lectures because there was simply no other time in my calendar to watch the recording. But after my last show ended, from week 6 onwards, I started skipping all of my 9 a.m. lectures. It's so embarrassing to say it now because where is this girl who has it all together? My life was just in a complete mess. The only lectures I still turned up for was the 12 p.m. ones because I could wake up for them, but everything else, I just watched the recordings afterwards. Supervision work is usually based on the lectures, which I'm already falling behind for. I also struggled greatly to keep up my supervision work. For the second half of Lent, I was just playing catch up. Even though theatre was now out of the picture, I still didn't really have much moment to rest. Until I fell sick in the last week of Lent term. It was Wednesday night. I had my supervision on Thursday afternoons, and I still didn't finish my work. So I stayed up and did work from 12:30 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. Finally finished the work despite my head just throbbing, and the unthinkable happened. My OneNote crashed on me, so all my work was wiped out. The note that I spent 2 hours working on, I had nothing to submit, so I really broke down there and then. I realized that mental health, physical health, the things I've been neglecting are so important for myself, like a human being, to keep going. The next day, I woke up to an email from my math supervisor saying that he has decided to postpone our supervision. So that was a huge relief. I just had to find some other time to redo the work I had done. And then I decided to continue working on my camp supervision work, which was actually due that evening. Imagine celebrating the the postponing of a supervision just because you had more time to work on the next supervision work. Life was a mess. And finally, lent term ended. That took long enough, I think. I've rambled so much about lent term. I'm just very disappointed in myself for failing to be that girl who has it all together. My third term went by really quickly because it was just exams. I studied almost 8 to 9 hours every single day leading up to my tri-pass exam. It was a real grind. I genuinely poured all of myself into studying for tri-pass because I felt like I had to redeem myself for the terrible Lent ending. I refer to it as my Lent crash and burn because I was really burnt out towards the end. That was in June when I'm officially done with my first year of Cambridge. Whew. Then I was very, very fortunate. I had the best time of my life traveling with my 2 JC friends. We interrailed for 3 weeks until mid-July, and I went for a 2-week summer school in Finland, which is really, really fun. I met so many cool people. I'm finally back in Singapore at the start of August. That brings me back here. That was why I hadn't posted for 7 months, which was hard. Much harder than expected, but I still have lots to learn on how to manage everything better. Even if I'm not able to upload very frequently throughout term time, at least I try to make up for it during my summer break. So that's the current plan for the rest of my summer break. Everyone here is generally the most supportive, the most hardworking people I've met. And I really want to do something to give back to the small, wholesome community we have here. Hopefully by just experiencing life at Cambridge Uni and sharing my experiences about it, it will help someone out there who maybe their greatest dream is to study at Cambridge one day as well. Well, it was my dream, and I'm very, very fortunate to be able to chase my dream. So I hope that someone else gets to do it as well. I hope you have a very lovely day. I wish you all the best in whatever you're doing. If you're feeling burnt out, I really urge you to slow down, take a breather, take a break, sleep more, don't overload yourself with so many things, and most importantly, accept that you're a human. It's okay to prioritize different things in different seasons of life. It's okay to just not reach your expectations for a while. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to fail. Just be proud of yourself for surviving, even if you're not thriving. Be proud of yourself for showing up every single day. What's important is that you don't give up. You reflect on how you would like things to change and to just go after it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to show some support, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye!